YouTube. Today we're in Elite Dangerous and we will be looking at the Anaconda. Now the Anaconda is probably the ultimate in-game ship for at least Beta 1. It is the most expensive ship, and much like its snake-like cousins, the sidwinder and in particular the cobra, it's sort of a jack-of-all-trade ship. Now it is the most heavily armed ship in the game, but it also hauls a decent amount of cargo at 228 units. It's roughly a little over half what the Anaconda Type 9 does. So you can do a little bit of trading to make up a few credits because combat is expensive. We just kind of had a spur of the moment, let's try to lock down Iran and test out the federal police, or the Iranian police response to our little incursion. And you know, I incurred about $150,000 worth of repairs, or 150,000 credits, I guess I should say. So let's look at the Anaconda here. Now, it's widely considered to be a gunship, and I'm actually playing it right now as a complete and total gunship. Now, there has this Class 8 hardpoint, but as of right now, there's only the plasma accelerator that can go here that is actually a Class 8 weapon, and I've yet to find one, so I will probably be spending the rest of this afternoon until my wife gets home and we get ready for dinner, trying to find the mass accelerator, the plasma accelerator, and just at least trying it out. But I'm going with a cannon, a cannon, a cannon, another cannon. I like cannons. Some gimbaled multi-cannons. And some more gimbaled multi-cannons. A couple heatsink launchers. I probably can go ahead and sell one of these. Don't really need it. I only need really one. Doesn't overheat. I've got a couple point defense. Kill warrant didn't seem to be working all that well. So I've got a couple point defense turrets, 3 of them. And I'm probably going to buy more the next time I head to Chango. Which is going to be our destination for today. Now again, it's probably the superior big firepower ship of the game. I can certainly eliminate Type 9 Lacons very, very quickly with this ship. Additionally, you know, it holds some cargo, so you can make back your credits that you spend in combat. So I am at, where am I? I'm at Freeport. Going to the Elite Trading Tool, because I'm not exactly sure if there's anything I can take to Chango Dock. Okay, I can take gold. Not a lot of profit. Or I could take bio waste. But I will take gold. Everyone's favorite commodity, gold. Gold. Any rate. Woo! Better not lose. So, just in case we have to make a quick escape here, gonna go ahead and set for iBuddhist. And now let's launch. Now, the placement of the weapons on the ship, the 4 cannons that I have are fairly centrally located. They do a decent job of hitting the target. And then the multi-cannons, you have to have gimbaled weapons. Now, the 2 Class 1 multi-cannons that I have down below, I probably should see if I can't find some turreted multi-cannons and put down there. They would automatically lock on to whatever I was targeting, and if they get within the fire arc, they would open fire. Alright, through it. Without scraping the paint. It's actually quite good. So I've already taken the ship into combat. I think we had a number. Ooh, we're directly behind the station. Oh, you can see the maneuvering thrusters there. That's kind of cool. It's not the fastest ship in the world. You know, you're not going to hunt down an enemy ship. 240 on boost is as fast as she'll go. So you're never going to outrun, you can outrun a Lacon Type 9, but you're never going to outrun a smaller fighter like an Eagle, or certainly not a Viper, or a Sidewinder, or a Cobra. So it's a turn and fight weapon, or hyperspace out. Let me reset track IR here. Okay. Recentered. Master lock disengaged. Doesn't have heat problems that I've noticed thus far. However, the ship can have power problems. People who load it up to bear with energy weapons will oftentimes, if they put enough point defense on, will say that as soon as they activate their weapons, everything on their systems crash, essentially. So be wary of that. Now, I tend to like the ballistic weapons. They don't draw as much power as, say, beam lasers and some of that stuff. However, I am... I don't know. I don't like missiles, so I tend to want to load up with as much point defense as I can possibly put on my ship. I am not a big fan of missile barrages. So we're going to fly to Chango Dock. Now, something that you need to master if you're going to command one of these ships is to be able to fly with flight assist off, which could be a bit of a challenge. It takes some practice and getting used to, but once you've mastered it, you could be deadly effective in combat, because you're going to find yourself using that flight assist to try and gauge that edge on different fighters. Now, unfortunately, Pablo... Oh! Okay, good. I'm not going to overshoot, it doesn't look like. I'm going to assume it's probably this guy. I don't see anybody else on sensors. Huh. No, it has to still be working. I just got back in the game. I think I set up everything. Yeah, I would have had to, otherwise I would have never gotten landing gear up. I was wondering if I had target loaded for my multifunction displays. Now, I use multifunction displays instead of voice attack. A lot of people like voice attack. I don't particularly like voice attack for flight combat games. I feel that in the heat of combat, you've just got to communicate with other players so often and so quickly. Now, I could see having certain commands like landing gear mapped to voice command or voice attack. But I have multifunction display, Thrustmaster Cougar MFDs, and because of that, I move all of the things I don't need critically for combat over there. Campy. So voice comms do work in game, and they're actually kind of cool. They have a little bit of radio static to them. In fact, I've had people, one person in particular, try to hail and be like, "I'm a pirate, drop some of your cargo," as I sped away and jumped. I was in a Type 6 hauler. I wasn't exactly in the mood for a fight. Then I went and got a Viper, came back, and the guy was gone. So disappointed. I was going to have some fun at his expense. But this is the ship that currently most people are striving towards, at least to try out. You know, again, it is the in-game ship for right now in Beta 1. Although, you know, they could release another update tomorrow or next week and add another ship or two or something like that. And then, you know, maybe something better than this. Or a little, I guess kind of better is relative. I should say different. Because while the Anaconda is a very good ship for me, it may not be for all people. Now I've gone flight assist off. I have noticed I need to reset my track IR quite a bit in the ship. Now, the Anaconda is also not bug-free. Another option that a lot of people like to do is put on a couple of 3 missile launchers on it and do a missile barrage, turn it into a missile boat. And it's a very effective tactic, especially in PvP. However, if you fire a barrage of missiles right now, more often than not, your game client's going to crash. So, before I forget...
Request granted.
PvP Cobra. Has a very good roll rate. Pitch and yaw, well, yaw rate is absolutely horrible, but pitch is okay. Not as bad as a Anaconda Type 9, but, you know, it's not a Viper or Sidewinder or... Well, Esta, you're about to get rammed. Oh, there's 40. And then sometimes you just gotta ram them. So the new player, the Pablo guy, had weapons deployed inside the station. Not always a smart idea. Deploying the landing gear. Deployed now. Now I do feel that the Anaconda Type 9 was easier to dock, surprisingly enough. I mean, it's harder to fit through the little docking apparatus, but you have that little bottom window. I don't know, I feel like I'm flying a freaking alligator head. Maybe because I am. Should have been called the Gator instead of the Anaconda. Well, though I guess it kind of does look like a snake head. So go to Commodities Market. Surprisingly, there's not a lot of money in gold. $116,000. Better than nothing. Now, there are no Class 5 multi-cannons gimbaled. Now, to make sure that I don't necessarily... Like I said, I really don't like missiles. Or I should rephrase that. I really don't like missiles. Standard docking computer. Given how well the AI docks right now, stay the heck away from that. Oh, I wanted to check and see if they had turreted. I don't think they did. for things that say T behind it, but no, I don't have anything that's turreted. So this is the Anaconda. It's the in-game ship for right now. Once you get one, you might like it, you may not. I'd suggest having several million credits. I think I had about 8 to 10 whenever I bought it. Yeah, it's the in-game ship, and probably what I'll be flying for the remainder of beta until they do a server wipe or introduce any new ships. So again, thank you very much for watching my videos. Most of the videos from here on out for a while is going to be just general Elite Dangerous gameplay videos involving me and the rest of Test Mostly Harmless group that I play with. So enjoy them. Be sure to like the channel, subscribe if you haven't, share with your friends, and well, see you the next time they release another ship.